Hi, how are you today?
I'm well, thanks. Is this Mike?
Yes, it is.
Hi.
Hi. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
And it's a pleasure to talk to you.
So let's discuss Stranger Within, which is, of course, a nice little romantic comedy.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Yeah. So for those people who aren't familiar with the film, just give us the quick breakdown of what they can expect.
Well, I think, it's definitely it's in turn. It's kind of, I think you might, when I see it in retrospect, in a little bit of a retrospect, because I shot it a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
it looks somewhat Hitchcockian.
Mm-hmm.
It's a film about a woman who is going through, Emily's an actress who's going through a normal struggles of an actress, which, people love to kind of see into the lives of the, entertainment industry, and she definitely, it's a very real, kind of telling story of what an actress may or may not go through.
Mm-hmm.
The personal struggle with all, and getting older, and going, get more work, and how do I deal with fame? How do I deal with this? Personal struggles, and then the twist at the end being what is not normally happen.
Right. It's. I was surprised, knowing going into it that it was kind of a thriller. I was surprised at how quickly things turned really bad for your character. Right from the get-go. Were you looking to do something that was just ridiculously intense, or how did you sort of come to the part?
I think when you see something in a script for a woman, you don't get a lot of opportunities like that,
Mm-hmm.
where you get so many layers in a character, so much intensity, so many opportunities to perform.
Right.
For me, it was like, oh wow, this is going to be brutal, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was brutal. I went home and I was just like, I don't know if I ever want to work again. And then, but it was one of those experiences where you challenge yourself in a way that you've never been challenged before, and you see how far you can push your capacity as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sounded so accurate.
That's okay. You're allowed.
No, it totally did. That was so self-indulgent. Anyway.
So, it was a really small cast, mostly just, 3 of you or 4 of you throughout the whole film, and a very kind of remote location. But obviously, as we were just talking about, it's a really intense film, and you had to do a lot of heavy lifting. What was the atmosphere and the cast camaraderie like on set? Did you guys get to take a break from the intensity and have some fun, or was it, all intensity all the time?
It was all intensity all the time.
Okay.
For me, it was anyway, because I was in every scene of that script except for one.
Right.
So I was exhausted, and to be honest, it was perfect for the character.
Mm-hmm.
It was perfect for her, because she was always on edge. She was always like spooked. She was always like a horrible thing that just, I was always ready to kind of be like, what was going to happen next, and what's going to be behind me, and in general, I tend to people that actually know me, which are kind of few and far between, but they know that I'm a little bit spookish like that.
Mm-hmm.
I get something easily, so they think it's kind of funny.
So you obviously got a big part of your career started with modeling, and the transition from modeling to acting can be challenging, but you seem to have weathered it pretty well. You've been very active over the past decade as an actress. Was it a tough transition for you, or did it go fairly smoothly for you?
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like it's all kind of, but I don't think it was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it was very big, very fast.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
Really quickly. And I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. I can do this.
Right.
And I was like, maybe I should slow down a little bit. I took some classes, and I just trained with Howard Cohen and Larry Moss and Bernard Sebrick, and then I came back and I did a lot of indies, and now I do myself a little bit differently. I don't really, never really wanted to be famous, so I don't care so much for the fame roles per se.
Mm-hmm.
I really do enjoy I love acting.
Right.
I love the camera, and I have no desire to be a director.
Mm-hmm.
I I love taking pictures. I love being a photographer. I love being, I love being like I would, I'm a chef. I have all of these other passions, and I think for me, anything that is portraying like human nature,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be well-rounded,
Right.
and keep trying to do different things so that when you come into a character or you bump into a character that you really love, there has to be something that you do outside of that to make that character layered.
Right. Makes
Other
sense.
than just being an actor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to be able to to touch human nature and okay, I understand that's why that person would do that, because she was on the subway and you talked to her mom that day and this is what happened and she felt like this. There has to be that sensory memory.
Right. Right. Makes sense. And then I just want to touch on something that you said. You mentioned about how, when you started, it was very big. And I wanted to ask you about, Planet of the Apes. It's your, one of your first major film experiences, and you're thrown into this huge budget film with Tim Burton directing and everyone in the cast dressed like monkeys. What was that like for you as a new actress?
It was, to this day, I'm still awestruck by it. The cast is insane, and the environment that he created for an actor it's unlike any. He creates an environment where you become part of the movie he wants.
Mm-hmm.
You just become it because you're in it already.
Mm-hmm.
You're already in his movie because he's put you in his environment.
Right.
I mean, the effect was stunning. It was overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It was very overwhelming. There was such I think if I realized how big it was at the time,
Mm-hmm.
some people would have been able to handle it.
Right.
I would have been overwhelmed. I think because I was so naive about it, I was like, this is really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I could get through it.
Right.
But now I'd be like, oh my God, that's going to be so much fun.
So wrapping up, what else do you have coming up that your fans can look forward to?
I have I'm doing a film in October. It's called Undateable John. It's the next film of the Runaway kind of. They're doing a series of these movies, the Runaways, with Joan Jett and Taylor are producing, and Joan Jett's going to be in it as well. And I play Joan Jett, and it's her recovery story. Her try at getting into recovery, and it's with Tom Sheldon and Damien Lichtenstein is directing, and Daryl Hannah's in it, and I think Anthony Hopkins is playing a cameo, and I think Arquette's in it. It's a really great cast, and my hair is all chopped up and interesting. That doesn't look like me right now, but it's fun, and I have pink glasses and secretary look.
Right.
I also have a couple, cooking shows that are in the works right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting for me because I always had a passion for cooking, so
Mm-hmm.
that's fun, and that's kind of the fun for free part. And I'm going to be, a guest judge on Gordon Ramsay's show on I think Monday.
Oh, cool.
Wednesday.
Fun. Excellent.
Yeah, so and I take pictures, and I film all, and but whatever is still inspiring, I still do.
That sounds great. All right. Well, Estella, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, bye.